Ask a QB to find you a QB, and he will give you 10. Deshaun Watson topping the list here from David Carr. He put his top 10 QBs worth pursuing this offseason. So draft, trade, or free agency, doesn't matter. DC, yeah, he's got you covered. To bring David Carr in, always eager to talk his favorite topic, quarterbacks, of course. So, David, let's focus in on a few of these. Deshaun Watson is the big ask, right? You have him at number 1 on your list. Why is he in that top spot?
Well, if you talk about quarterbacks worth pursuing, I think that just because of the noise that's been around this situation in Houston, and just because I'd like to see him be happy and be able to play on a team that's going to contend, I think he's worth going after. And I think it would be a situation where I don't know if you could have a team that just says, you know what, let's just throw a whole bunch of first-round picks at him. I think you have to have something that come back with, like the Jets possibly could be a team that you could maybe barter a trade with some first-round picks, give them Sam Darnold. They still have a quarterback that still is young, can be productive, but Deshaun is such an incredible talent. You know, and I understand his frustration. I understand that he wants to be on a team that can compete, they can win. You know, let's find a place for him. And if you're a team that can possibly talk the Houston Texans into doing that, I think you absolutely have to. He would be an absolute dream in San Francisco. I mean, you pencil him in to the NFC Championship game with him and Kyle Shanahan's offense. I think it'd be phenomenal.
David Carr coming in hot with this list already. All right, let's go a little bit further down, the number 5 spot. Zach Wilson, tell us more here.
I love Zach Wilson. I know Trevor Lawrence is the top guy, but Zach Wilson is my favorite player in this draft. I look at his arm. When I watch film on these guys stand out. You know, you go through rolls and rolls of tape and you watch these guys play. But when I watch a guy like Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes, those guys just jump off the screen. Zach Wilson has that type of ability in his arm and how he sees the field and how he understands his offense and where to go with it. I mean, not only does he have the big live arm that can release it at any angle, but he can play safety in the league. I mean, he's a physically strong kid that runs a lot better than I think people give him credit for just because his arm is so live. I'm excited to watch where this guy goes. I think that if you're in a position where you can move up and try to jump up there in the top 5 and you're within striking distance, this guy is a guy that can be your quarterback for 2 decades. So why wouldn't you try and go out and try and pursue a kid like this who isn't the guaranteed number 1? And there's other top players that people are going to want. You can easily go up and try and find a Zach Wilson and solidify your quarterback future for a long time.
Yeah, listen, not all quarterbacks that play multiple decades come out of that first round or even that top spot, David. All right, so let's round out your top 10 list here. And you actually have Andy Dalton. Why is he in that number 10 spot, and what does he bring to a team?
So Andy tops my group of guys that are quarterbacks that are crazy, ton experience, played forever in the league, know any offense. You can plug them into any situation, and maybe a team that has a great defense, that has all the pieces, you know, maybe like a Chicago, or even like if you want to maybe upgrade slightly in San Francisco. If the Deshaun Watson crazy trade doesn't happen and you can't pull him into there, you don't get the guy that you want, maybe Andy Dalton's a guy that can come in and give you a little bit more from the quarterback position, a little bit more just continuity and understanding of offensive schemes, and you can go out there and compete in that division. So I think Andy's going to be a fantastic player for whoever grabs him. Hopefully it's a team that's right on the edge of it and they can go do something in the playoffs.
Yeah, both you and our boy James Jones talked a lot about Andy this year, saying don't sleep on our boy. There he is in your top 10. All right, David, thank you.